All right, man. We V Live Session Podcast. We in the building. ASA2Times.
Yo, what the fuck going on?
Man, we got the great. What's going on? The great shake and bake in the back. You already know what's going on, man. We in Chicago with it, man. Came all the way out from LA.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. We had did some work back last time I was out in LA, but now we got you in Chicago, so we had to double back.
Cool.
You know what's going on. How you feel, man? How you feel being back in Chicago?
Yeah, it feel good, bro. Just working. Just another day. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. Just working, getting everything done.
Yeah, working on the album, moving the album. It's been like a 3-year process, bro. I want to put out the right material, I want to put out the right project, so I'm going to take my time with it.
Yeah, you've been taking a lot of time with it. You've been doing a lot of revamping. Yeah. A lot of revamping your social media, taking some time off, on and off.
That shit up.
Yeah, man, I do a lot of my homework before I come into these things, man.
No doubt.
Yeah, so you've been definitely getting a lot of your sound and a lot of your things like that together.
For sure.
And I had a lot of experience with watching you put together some of these tracks, and you really take your craft very, very, very seriously, and so that's what made me take note into you as an artist, and obviously why I wanted to come down and talk to you a little bit.
Appreciation, man.
Yeah.
Appreciation, dog. No bullshit.
So my main thing is, man, you back in Chicago. Why the move to LA?
LA, man, I just want to feel a different scene, man. Chicago, working on music here and shit, energies mean everything, and sometimes you might need to change your energy to get to where you want to be. So, I just want to experience, like I experienced the music, I want to experience a different crowd, and just be self-dependent. So, you sometimes you got to make your own moves happen for you. So, me and Shake packed it up. We had connects out here in LA, and shit, we made it happen,
Do you think it was a little bit more like, the move was kind of more prompted due to, you having those two big hits, Whip and Yup, just so, back to back? Do you think that was just like, now it's the time to kind of pack things up and get out of here and branch out?
No, that wouldn't. I guess you could say that's part of energy, that's part of the energy in my vibe, but that wasn't the reason why I left shit. But sometimes you just gotta you can only do so much, or some people may feel like you can only do so much in a certain place. And once you do the same thing over and over again, it's like, okay, it's time to try something new.
Almost like you've kind of outgrown your setting in Chicago a little bit.
No, I wouldn't even say that, man. When I got back home, man, I was just getting number love.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say outgrown it, but it's all about just elevating. You know what I mean? Shit, and that's what I'm trying to do. It's about elevation.
Yeah, so
can't stay in the same spot too long.
No, yeah, Wayne. Shit,
around.
Yeah, man, you be a stagnant motherfucker.
You get stagnant.
You know what I'm saying? Going back to Whip and Yup, two hits, club bangers. You get mad love from DJs all over the city. I'm hearing it at every little spot.
Shout out all the DJs in Chicago.
Yeah, man.
Showing me love organically, man. I appreciate y'all.
How did the response after you made those two tracks? How did the response from those two tracks feel as an artist?
Of course it feels good. When people appreciate your music or like what you're doing and your movement, and they buy into you as an artist, it definitely feels good. Especially for artists who've been grinding, for years, and that's all. Nothing happens overnight. You know what I mean? Like, you hear artists say things happen overnight. I don't even believe in that.
Right.
It takes time for you to build a small fan base and make it a big fan base. And it takes time for people to really rally behind you. When we did Whip, we did the video shoot. We self-promoted. We did our own flyers. We got in the streets. I did posters, all type of shit. I invited everybody who fuck with me, and the energy, it came out good. And ever since then, shit, we just can keep rocking. And that's what it's all about: relationships and just,
So now that you've
stay in tune with what's going on.
Yeah. So now that you've gotten a taste of the success of two back-to-back tracks, you drop one, and it's like, all right, you followed up. Now you got the follow up. Mm-hmm. So that's the important step. As an artist, I think sometimes people can get a major track that just pops and just be a club banger, and then it's just like that's it. Yeah. So you got the follow up. And then you come hard with No Maybelline that you just dropped. So what's, I guess, obviously you said movie, the album.
Yeah.
Like, is that the follow up now to the 2 tracks? Are those 2
I don't even look at it like
featured?
that, bro. I don't even feel like I did enough with whipping up. You know what I mean? That's just how other people view it. I got my own standards of where I want to go and where I want to be, and I ain't never satisfied with what I did. You know, I didn't do enough. So we got to keep working. So I don't even look at it like that. Like, put emphasis on whipping you up as if, you know, that changed my life or something. It's all a process to me. Movie, the album is just, you know, that's just a project I've been working on. I've been wanting to put out a whole body of work because a lot of artists, they put out whole bodies of work and they put it out back to back sometimes. You know, and sometimes they oversaturate the market with it. I just want to take my time and put it out at the right time. When Whip came out, I could have put a project out right after Whip came out, but I didn't choose to do it that way. So, you know, when I feel like the time is right for me, and we put together the promotion team the right way, the way I want to do it, then it'll be the time for me to do it. So it's all about the vibe for me. Yeah, so I don't even look at it as follow up or nothing. I just keep working.
So when, you know, you talk about a lot about, you know, making sure things are done at the right timing and things like that. What's been like probably the most difficult feat you've had as an upcoming artist? You know, just trying to get things going.
The most difficult part. We'll turn it down.
The lighter.
Lighter. The most difficult part.
Yeah.
I think it's just overthinking is the most difficult part for me. You know, you overthink things. I'm trying to be a perfectionist with my music, and me and Shake, you know, we got hundreds of songs, you know, people might not ever hear. And sometimes that could be a good or a bad thing for an artist. You know, I think that might be my most difficult part is just, you know, just being in my own head too much. Cause sometimes, I mean, a lot of songs I let people hear in the studio and shit, they be like, damn, what the fuck you holding this for? You know? Or like the Whip remix and shit, like, what you holding this for? It just be, you know, I just move a little different. I probably don't move like the regular artist would. If they was in my shoes, they probably would have dropped the Whip remix or
right away, just to ride that buzz a little bit. You know what I mean?
I move a little differently, and I just feel like whatever's meant for me is what it's gonna be. For sure. You in the right room? Yeah, across the room. Yeah.
For sure. Anyhow, so you go back to you saying you and Shake got hundreds of songs in the vault.
Yeah.
You know, those 3 tracks that we mentioned, Whip, Yup, and No Maybelline, are all produced by Shake. So
yeah, Shake and Bake, master producer in the back, you know.
Yeah.
She do every song, engineer every song, you know. We did that bond a minute ago. She's right here. You can ask what you want.
Yeah. She's got for sure, because she's got a strong track list with you. She's done some work with Queen Key, and some others to name, and you know she's really on the rise. And you know, how did this formation, this tag team, really come to form?
But shit, I reached out to him. I heard him on the radio. I was like, yo, you raw as hell. I've been listening to your music for like 4 or 5 years. I never said nothing until then. And let me play songs. I want to play y'all songs. I reached out to him. Shit, we just started cooking, started working, and that shit just sparked up. And then all of a sudden, we was fucking cooking nonstop.
Yeah, that's the thing. You two work fast too.
Yeah, we work fast as fuck, for sure.
Fast, but we gotta get in and out. That's one thing. That's one thing. Like, you know, I used to look at the artists before me, and like artists like Tupac and shit. I used to watch his documentaries and shit, and like he used to always preach like, yo, we don't have time. We don't have that much time to be wasting in the studio. You gotta move as fast as you can. That's why I don't even write my songs down no more. I just freestyle them bitches, or I'll do a hook. I get to the next song, I'll come back to the verse later. You know what I mean?
It's all about the energy.
That was something that I was gonna talk to you about, because every studio session I've sat in with you, you're preaching to everybody like, we gotta work fast. You know, if you were sitting on a song for more than about 45 minutes, you're like, we're taking too long on this song. You start getting antsy. You're like, let's do the hook right now. Get in the booth. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out Byers.
Yeah, shout out Byers, man. You know what's going on.
Yeah, y'all made like fucking 5 Broadway songs. We had maybe a 4-hour session.
But even with him, like, I was telling him the same thing. Like, yo, you trying to write down the lyrics and shit like that. Like, fuck that shit. Like, we gotta, the vibe, do the hook, knock that shit out. We gotta get that shit done 10, 15 minutes. We done to the next song.
But that's interesting about you, because true testament too, guys, is that you don't actually write your own music when you get into the studio. No. I mean, it's literally like you Shake cooks up, you hear it, and you're like, all right. And then there's like, but this is the thing. There's no mumbling. There's no over punching in. It's literally just like off the top. How has that been developed? Because a lot of people don't really know that you're also a songwriter. First before you even really started putting out your own music. So was the songwriting kind of what just naturally took you into?
I used to take a lot of time writing down songs and shit. Shout out my boy Trevor in the cover that he know from almost 8 years ago when I first started off. Like I used to rap. Now my music developed. It's a little bit different now, so I don't really do the hip hop shit like I used to. Mm-hmm. But back then I used to write a lot, so I was writing for other artists and shit like that. But I just developed like just being in the studio a lot, just working all the time. Yes, I do want the dough.
Yeah. No, but yeah, man, you don't write, and that's actually
this what it is with me though. I'm gonna give you some insight. That's what it is with me though. Like I have beats already, and seeing as though she with me all the time, I don't have to. Like, I already heard the beat before. Sometimes.
Right. Okay.
Sometimes I just be high and I just do that shit.
Right.
But, sometimes I hear beats, I don't never write to them. I listen to that shit in the shower or something.
Right.
And I didn't memorize what I wanted to say on the song.
Oh, okay.
Before I got in the
So you're mentally writing basically sometimes.
Mentally writing sometimes,
right.
Or I just go bar for bar and I won't say nothing else. Everybody be quiet in the studio till I come up with the next line and just keep moving. You know what I mean?
Are you two preliminarily putting your name into the race for the going towards the throne as one of the best producer artist duos in the music industry?
Off top, like. That's been the mission since day one. And like you were saying, as far as like getting like the whip song and shit when that blew up and how I feel about that and like energy and shit like that, sometimes it takes time for the city or wherever you from to get behind you and you gotta show and prove. I think her being a female producer, a white female producer at that, she already got people looking at her like, yo, she really do that shit? Or dabbling and all that type of shit. And then in relationships that people try to box you into a relationship category and all that weird ass shit. Yeah. We just block that shit out and we do what we do and we stay loyal to what we trying to do. And of course we want to get our name up there. You hear Snoop and Dre's, you hear this and that, you hear this and that, but you don't really hear too many male-female duo names popping up like the hottest ones. So I think that's one thing that's like we're gonna set a stone for Chicago when it's all said and done for sure.
Yeah, there's definitely true testament that there aren't too many male-female duos. If so, there are. It's usually the other way around, where there's like a male producer, female artist, some R&B singer or something like that, or even these a lot of these female artists right now have a lot of male backing. On the top of my dome,
I can't really name a female male duo from Chicago that popped off.
Oh no,
I don't really know one.
No, I can't really. I mean,
really got a name. Like,
you probably got to just think a little hard. But
say ASA, you automatically think about Shake.
Yeah.
I don't know if I've seen that in Chicago before.
Yeah, no, I mean, and even when we were out in LA, we hit the clubs a couple times, and people showing mad love to Shake and Bake. Everybody's trying to get her a contact, sure. Trying to work with her. They're like, man, I mean, people were coming up to me like, hey, you with Shake? Like, yeah, and they're like, man, I love her work. She's a dope producer. So that's just a true testament to you guys' grind and how it's been showing, and now even going cross country, people are hearing your shit, and when you're stepping out and showing your face, motherfuckers are like, yo, we want to work with you. So
right. I remember when we first dropped Whip, motherfucker couldn't believe that a girl made that beat, how hard that shit hit.
Yeah, I mean, fuck shit. I mean, she's cooking up. I've seen her cook up a beat in 30 minutes in a studio session. You just get right to it, or less. She really can do this shit for real with the best of them. So, that's a good. You will. That's a good testament that you guys got this thing going on. So now going into Movie the album, is there an expectancy on when we can drop? It's been a minute, man.
I haven't put a date out for a reason.
So it's still, but are we getting warm at least? Are we getting close?
Super warm.
Yeah. Okay. So then that's good to hear.
Warm. That shit crazy.
Yeah. So because I see you getting active, you know what I'm saying, and I know how you artists move. Y'all start getting active once it's time to drop. So exactly. I'm peeping on. So hopefully we can get that.
You like right here.
Yeah, man. Hey, so we also just had the blessing to see you jump right in the studio, cook up 2 quick tracks. I mean, I'm talking about maybe an hour and a half tops.
Yeah, shout out my boy Ricky.
And they are smashes. Yeah, man. Shout out to everybody coming through, man. The studio's full pack studio too right now, man. While he's back home, I know you leave soon to get back to LA to, you know, continue grinding and doing things like that out there, right? Working on the album.
No doubt.
So, you know, we got the album coming soon, very, very soon.
Real soon.
What kind of vibe can we expect? Are we still going with the turn up tracks? I mean, you got us going.
Everybody expect me to do that type of genre.
That's what I want to hear from you.
You know what I mean? But we definitely like gonna switch it up on the album and give people some real music.
It's still turned though. It definitely still turned.
It's turned. Talk to me,
but
Shake.
We got some music last
but
year.
knowing,
He's showing like what he's really capable.
That's what I'm saying. Knowing Asa, you know, he's really exploring his music,
Asa,
and I know he's
rap and he can hit melodies. And
yeah.
He can hook out and he all that stuff. It's all of that.
Yeah. We need
that shit, but yeah, for sure. That shit gonna be crazy though.
Yeah, man. That is gonna be probably one of the hottest projects to drop. I'm hoping we can get it before the end of the year. If it's coming at the new year, you starting it strong.
For sure. Yeah,
No Maybelline popped hot though. You know that went crazy. It was on the radio quick.
Yeah, shout out DJ Nathis, man. DJ Nathis keep me in rotation, man. Much love to you for sure. You already know how we rocking, man.
Yeah, man, you were on the radio, all in the streets. No Maybelline. If y'all ain't heard that, man, go get that. No Maybelline streaming on every platform known to man. Go get that. ASA2Times. You also did a lot of work. You had some features that dropped. Some with Virus West, like we mentioned earlier.
Shout out Virus West.
Anybody in the game that you are looking to work with, or even on this movie album that you've worked with that you
I
can
got
maybe
artists
mention?
I listen to like Don Toliver, man.
Okay.
That's a real dope artist from Houston. I fuck with him, man.
Yeah, Don Toliver is actually really nice. If people aren't up on Don Toliver,
a lot of people don't even know who that is.
They don't know. That's one of Travis Scott's boys.
I be catching up on to them artists who hot.
Yeah,
for real.
He's got a little wave going on right now. Who else you got going in your rotation?
I don't know, man. Like, you know, I'm willing to work with, you know, anybody with the vibe, right? You know, we connect on that level. I'm willing to work with anybody. I'm not really looking to work with nobody though. Like,
right. Right.
I'm focused on the album, you know. But you know, I got like niggas like my nigga Cole guy in the building. You know, like it's different artists who I fuck with. I got relationships with, and I fuck with them on that level. You know, but other than that, you know, it's love to everybody. But you know, we just focus on the album.
So now on the album. You talk about a lot of work with Shake. Is this a all exclusive Asa Shake produced album? All exclusive.
She, you know, we definitely went over all the mixes which through Shake and Bake and shit. She make most of the beats. You know, I might have one, you know, joint on there that somebody else might produce, but that'll be limited though for sure.
Yeah. Oh man. So for those of you guys looking for more of these collabs, we got ASA2Times. Shake and Bake, man. Asa, I appreciate you.
Appreciate the interview.
Yeah, man. You already know it's all love. Coming all the way from LA back to the shop, man. Appreciate you coming through, man. Session Podcast. We got Shake and Bake. ASA2Times, your boy Lizzo, man. Y'all know what the fuck going on, man. We out here.
We out.
It's all love.
That shit was decent, bro.